Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Manu, and I want to share a secret with you. Because my life, my whole life, is optimized. Optimized in the sense of longevity. Like for me, it's my purpose, my vision is to have a life that is much longer than everybody's thinking about. Like 120, I'm thinking of being 120, and I'm living a vital life. Like a life where I can play with my grandchildren, keep up with them, and not having diseases. And for this purpose, I designed my life based on science such that I can live it. And I want to share with you the 5 ways I'm currently living to improve my life in that sense that I'm having a life full of energy. Are you excited? Let's dive into it. Sometimes life feels just so unfair. Life feels just so unpredictable. Like, for example, people that are too young just passed away, and you feel like you have no chance, like, to fix it. I mean, those people passed away, but you feel like you cannot do anything to prevent your body from having diseases, to prevent your body from dying young, or like you feel like sometimes that you want to have a life that it's so much longer, but not longer that you're living in a wheelchair or that you're living a life in a bed where you cannot move anymore. You dream like of a life where you are vital, you're full of energy, and you can keep up with your grandchildren and grandchildren and play with them and show them how it is possible to make all these movements like push-ups, pull-ups, show them that you're vital. And now's the thing. Here you are, and things are happening in your surroundings. You feel like you maybe don't have the energy. I can tell you that it's possible to feel vital, to feel full of energy and have a really long life based on science, based on studies, based on people that already live it that way. And for me, I want to share it with you because it's so important. And I want to share with you these 5 ways that you can do very simple. You can just implement it in your life to have a really, really healthy life, to live long, to keep up with your grandchildren, and just do the things you love and not just living somewhere in a bed where you cannot move and just stare at the ceiling and you feel like, oof, that was it. That's not what life was intended. No, it simply wasn't. It was for joy. It was for all the pleasure we want to feel day by day. And just to give you an idea, in 2019, the leading causes of death, the first 2 leading causes of death are completely under your control. For example, this was number 1. It's counting for 16% of all death worldwide is heart diseases. Heart diseases. It's like 8.9 million people die of heart diseases, and you alone have it under your control if you either have it or not. And the second leading cause of death is stroke, something you have absolutely under your control. And there's where the first way comes into play, and this is your nutrition. Your nutrition, your diet, call it whatever you like, everything what you're putting into your mouth, that's what decides whether you have diseases or you have the lack of diseases. You have a joyful and happy and energetic life. So the first way is all about the food, what you're eating. Like stroke or cardiovascular heart diseases, diabetes, high blood pressure, all comes from the same, namely, something is clogging your arteries. Like the plaque is clogging your arteries. and all comes from our nutrition. So one way to easily fix it is going towards a whole food plant-based lifestyle, which was like in the 90s. In the 90s, they already showed in the studies that you can reverse heart disease. You can reverse those clogged arteries by just eating plants. I mean, how cool is that? You have it completely under your control, and most people fear those things. Fear that they might have a stroke, fear that they might get diabetes, fear that they might have high blood pressure and have to take pills all over their lifetime. But no, here's the truth. You can avoid it by just deciding what you put into your body. Like if you say, I don't know what to do, there's a rule of thumb I use that is like, whatever is good, put it into your body. Like whatever is against the inflammation, what is healing basically the inflammation, put it into your body. And that is, for example, plants. This is, for example, berries or something like turmeric. Basically all the plants. Like I'm not talking about something, a vegan product that you can buy in a supermarket that looks like meat. I mean, this is pretty cool for a transition phase, but it's also something that is not good for your body because it causes inflammation. And here's the thing. The second rule of thumb is do not put anything into your body that causes inflammation. And what is causing inflammation is animal products. Everything like meat, fish, eggs, dairy, everything like that puts your body under stress, puts your body in the state of inflammation. And another thing is like all these high processed foods, for example, sugar, oil, all these products that you can buy where you have a huge list of ingredients. You don't have to do this. This is everything what you're putting into your body that has like such a high level of inflammation. You can be really sure that this will cause you diseases, and in the end, you will not live your life fully as you wanted to live. So, this is just one way to live a full life, to live a long life, to live a life full of energy. A second way that is absolutely under your control is to sleep well. To sleep well. As simple as this. You just go into bed, sleep for 8 hours, 7 to 8 hours. It depends on your body. You don't have to be that strict to say, I need 8 hours if your body needs 7 hours, 45 minutes. Absolutely fine. But to go into bed, get your sleep, stay consistent in bed. Like you get to bed at 10, all right, then wake up at 6. Absolutely fine. You can do this. Even if you're busy with your company running, everything's fine. You can do this. You just have to do this. And here's the thing. Those things that I'm telling you are very simple. You can easily apply them into your life. But sometimes it's getting really hard to just do them, right? Life comes here and there. For example, if you want to go to a party or there's a project that you have to finish and you have to stay up really late because deadline is tomorrow morning, I can see this. Me too. Like I'm also having sometimes a time where I'm awake much, much longer. But here's the thing, because consistency is so important for our sleeping behavior, next day I still wake up at 6. Even though I went to bed at 2 or 3 in the morning, I get up at 6. Because consistency makes our body to get in those deep sleep very fast, very easy if you have a consistent sleep schedule. So this was the second way of just getting more energy and becoming like a longevity machine. The third way is exercise Or if you say, I don't like exercise, call it just movement snacks. Because it's all about having fun in life, isn't it? I mean, for me, I don't, I really don't like this concept of, well, I'm sitting for 8 hours somewhere and then I have to go to the gym working out for 1 hour and then I'm sitting until I go to bed. I don't like this concept. Why? It's so strict and I can feel the tightness even in my body, already in my hips, in my whole body. But what you can do is to be playful, to be joyful, to enjoy life, to say, oh wow, yes, I'm going to the bathroom now. So what I'm doing, okay, I get up, I stand up, and I'm doing, let's say, just one push-up. Start with one push-up. And then I go to the bathroom. Or to say, well, for example, we have a pull-up bar. Just do one pull-up. And these are those little movement snacks every day that you can do without going to the gym and work out forever. You don't have to do this. I mean, this is really good if you have the time. But if you're really busy in your company and you want to grow it fast, then there might be this lack of time. So just start. When you go to the bathroom, you don't have to go. You can just take lunges to do so. Or instead of using the elevator, just go up the staircase. This is also, it's all about fun and to integrate it more in your life. Instead of using the car, just, I don't know, get an e-bike if you like. Or you like to ride a bike, then just grab your bike. This is absolutely fine. But including more movements into your whole life, because otherwise, maybe you can feel it already after sitting for a long time, like 2-3 hours in a row, and then get up, you feel like your body is stiff. Yes, of course, because we're not intended to be that way. We're not intended to be sitting all around this place. We're intended to move around, to have fun. And if you really want to geek out, you can just get a treadmill under your standing desk. And this is amazing. This is amazing. Just move. Like, imagine kids. They're not thinking about, oh, I have to do this exercise. No, they're not. They're just doing the things they love. They just run around. They're just playful and have fun. That's the way how life is intended to be. Have fun. Also with the exercises. The fourth step, or the fourth way, is really crucial when it comes not only to exercise, but also to stress. And I mean, all of us have stress at a certain level, right? In our life. Like if you have kids, even if they're grown up, they can feel as stressful. Or you run a company. This can be also really stressy at sometimes, right? And therefore it's super important that you also focus on your recovery. Or to reduce the stress. And what you can do is to be more mindful with things, for example. And if you're in a state of being mindful, like how can you practice this? Get a coffee, for example. Get a coffee at work and just smell how the coffee smells. Feel its warmth. Feel the taste. Smell this amazing coffee. This helps you. This mindful practice helps you, for example, to feel what your body needs. And recovery is not only about I have to do 5 times a week exercises and then I have to take 1 day off. It's not only about it, because stress is all over the place. It's not only exercises. It's also the stress we are making ourselves, like we are making up in our head. That's also stress. It's like the stress from our family. It's the stress from air pollution, for example. All of this comes into play. And for this, it's really good to develop a mindset that is more relaxing. Like, whatever life will bring me, bring it on, show me what you have. I can handle it. I can stay calm in the midst of the storm. And that's also what recovery is about. But sure, you can boost, for example, your recovery with nutrition. So combining two ways. For example, you can eat watermelon before going before going to sports because it prevents you from having like sore muscles, or the soreness reduces. And after you were having sport, you can eat lots of berries. This is also something that helps you immensely to boost your recovery. Or I believe you heard of this, like having cold showers, or just, yeah, cold water exposure, like going into a river, going into a cold lake, going into an ice tub. It all helps. It all helps recover. But I'm a big believer that these are just things you can add on top. But if you haven't developed a mindset that it's ready to take on everything what's coming in your life, and to be honest, there won't be no challenges in life, right? There's always coming something to you. For example, in your business, first maybe you had problems with selling your stuff. Then you had some problems with getting new employees. Then you had other problems. And now if you think of selling, it's like, I can do this. I know what to do, right? So it's about developing a mindset, a very strong mindset. And in your business, I am a big believer that you already have this mindset. But how is it when it comes to your health? How is it when you wake up, you feel stiff? When you wake up, you feel weak. When you wake up, you feel sick. What's your mindset then? Is it, oh no, I get old? Or is it, oh yeah, that's something I can tackle on my own. It's okay, I can do this. Think about it. So now it's the fifth way. And this might seem a bit unusual, but it's the concept of having social connections that are serving you. What I mean with that, we are all human beings and we love to live together. We love the connection. We love to share our thoughts. We love to be with other people. But if you are in an environment that is not serving you, if you have people around yourself that are draining your energy, that you feel stressed about being with those people, then it's hard to develop a healthy life. Because all these people are taking your energy, and at the end of the day, there's no more energy left for you. So there's a quote or a saying I got from Tony Robbins, and he was saying, like, on average, you're the person of the 5 persons that surrounds you. And this is pretty, I think this is it. This is absolutely true. Because just look in your environment. Look around, take a look around. Who are the people that you spend most time with it? Are these people serving you? Are they making you happy? Are they challenging you in a good way? Do they want to know more about you and it feels really good being with them? Or are those people that are like gossiping, telling something behind your back? And those people are not the people you want to live with. Pretty sure that you don't want to have a life with a liar all around you that pretend you're such a good person, but if they tell it somebody else, they tell that you're absolutely bullshit. So you choose with whom you're spending your time, right? And in the beginning, I was telling you I want to give you a bonus tip that is super inconvenient. That is super, I don't know, maybe you haven't thought about it in that way. But one way to stay young is to never stop growing personally. What I mean with that, if you stop being interested in new topics, if you stop educating yourself, if you stop with all this, you tell your body, now it's time to calm down. Now it's time, I don't have to think about all these things. And your brain gets older and older, and it's literally, it's shrinking by not feeding it anymore. So, if you want to not only physically stay young, but only mentally, then I would suggest you better choose what you want to learn in life. Make a list. Make a list out of it. Choose, what language do I want to learn? Where do I want to go? What do I want to learn? Do I want to do an Ironman even though I'm 60 years old? That's fine. Do I want to learn Spanish? Then go for it and learn Spanish. Maybe go in the country, live there, and doing some salsa, for example. Maybe you can even learn it that way. Or if you want to know more about nutrition, then go for it. There's such an incredible offer of all these people outside that are teaching the things, so you can just easily implement it. But you learn it every day, a new thing, and that is absolutely cool. And here's the thing. If you ask yourself every day, what did I learn today? What was one new thing I learned today? What was one important thing I learned today? For example, did I made a failure? Even though I won't call it failure, that's why I made it in quotation marks. There's nothing like failure outside there. It's only just you're getting feedback from the universe. You're getting feedback. Maybe you change your strategy. Maybe that's not the right way. You just get feedback. There's nothing like failure. So, if you want to stay young, even mentally, then I would suggest search for the things that you're interested in, that you want to grow personally. Do you want to, I don't know, if you want to do something with your wife together or with your husband, learn something with them together. You want to go for a dance, or you want to try a new sport, or you want to go to a personal development seminar. You would get so much out of it, and it makes you feel young because it has this attitude, wow, I'm still learning, I want to absorb more of it. And that's the attitude you want to have if you want to have a healthy and long life. So, if you enjoyed this video, leave me a thumbs up, and I want to know, which of these 5 ways do you want to tackle? Which of these 5 ways, or maybe even the 6th one, do you want to tackle, and what exactly are you doing now about it? Let me know in the comments. I'm super happy to hear more from you, and I see you, and bye-bye.